welcome back. Today we're going to do another very easy one, but this one is kind of dumb, so just warning you. So in break there's all kinds of situations. You have those grim ass battles, you know, like full of fire, and you have situations you want to do your best moves. But like me and the homies, we also like to have fun, right? We break a lot, so we also have fun like doing crazy stuff, crazy moves that just kind of dumb or just, you know, just for comedy basically. And this is one of those, but there are many uses for this concept. So if you just see the concept, you can also use this. Now this is what I call a ground gainer or a ground flip. Or you can call it ground backflip, doesn't matter. So if you don't know what it is, a gainer, maybe you don't know. So basically if you are running a J step and you do a backflip, but your backflip, because you move forward and kick like that, actually goes to the front. That's what they call a gainer. I did a tutorial on cheat gainer, you can check that out. I also did a tutorial on backflip, you can check that out. I did tutorials on front flip, all these moves basically. I did tutorials on, but we're not going to use any of those flip powers, so you don't even need to know a backflip. This is just what we're going to mimic, right? So this move is quite easy and it's sort of dumb because we're going to do that on the ground. So all we're going to do is lay on our side like this and leave our arm next to our body. So I'm actually laying right here. Then what I do is I make sure I lift my hip. So you might not see it because this shirt is hella big, but my hip is lifted like this. And also I make sure I don't go too high, because if you go into something of a shoulder freeze, you're way too high, right? You want to stay lower than that, but basically you want to lay on this part. So for this one, it is kind of necessary that you have fabric on your shoulder here, right? You don't have to be all close up, but if you have like a shirt on, you can do this move. Otherwise you can still do it, but probably you scrape your skin, so don't do it like that. So what we're going to do is simply lay there, and because this is fabric, we can actually spin on it, see that? And what we're simply going to do is mimic that gainer by kicking this leg over, and you can also push off with this leg a little bit. And then all you do is wait. Now when you lay your body flat on the floor, it depends on the floor and on your clothes, but you won't spin much. But as you go only on that part of your arm, you will spin just fine, and you just have to wait. If you push off relatively hard, you will spin, but maybe not that fast, but you will spin fully around. And all you have to do is act like you landed the flip also. So you go here, land, and land the backflip sort of. It's sort of a dumb move. You can also do stuff like this and just do to a running start and do it. So from here you kick, but you leave the rest of the floor and you try to act like you land the backflip. But that's just a dumb idea I had, right? So basically I actually wanted to make a little video of me sort of standing against the wall and then doing a ground flip and landing again on the floor like this, sort of to act out like, you know, I'm doing the flip, while in reality I'm just laying on the floor. But you know, there's many uses for this. So another one I use, which is very similar, is the running start or running inside your power move. So if you're doing power moves, let's say windmills or whatever, there's sort of like a way to, in the middle of your power moves, run or do a running start to your power moves. So what is it? It's exactly the same position. You leave your hip off the floor and you simply start running on the floor, right, like this, and you make nice speed. Then you go into the backspin, and from the backspin you go to the flare or the windmill or the halo, whatever moves you like to do, or just go from the backspin to some other move. So basically your power moves have a running start. You can also use that in the middle, kind of like that one too. And yet again, this is kind of a dumb move, right? Maybe you can really act it out very nice or run very fast. But it's all like just having fun with this concept. So the concept is you lay on your arm, not on the rest of your body. So really try only to do this on the floor, but not like a shoulder freeze, because that one is way higher, right? You really here, and you can spin on that part, and you can play with this. Obviously now we did sort of a gainer, but you can do something like a front flip, a back flip, or even like gainer switch. If you don't know what it is that's how they do those multiple back flips in a row from one leg. That's because they switch the legs in the middle of the gainer, so they land and get going. You can do all that stuff sort of on the ground if you want and play with this concept. I just use it as sort of a dumb move, but I just wanted to show you guys that concept, that hey, you're laying on this part of your shoulder, so not here, not like a shoulder freeze, but here, And because there's fabric on there, you can spin like that. And just leave the rest a little bit off the ground. And you can just play with this just fine and find maybe uses for it, guys. So if you like this move, if you like to do dump stay, I always think it's good to have that too, right? Don't just have killer moves, but also like fun stuff. Just to play around, have fun with the guys. Always nice to do. Even like in a jam setting, right? Like, of course, you have the official battle, but like, let's say in the cypher, you're just having fun with people, you're just doing some weird moves like this. Or even you can clown a guy that's doing a lot of flips, right? You can say, oh, hey, look, I can do it too. And do it on the ground, something like that. So there's always uses for sort of dumb stuff too. Like, I have a million moves, of course, but like, if you find little uses for this, feel free to use it. And I'll see you next time.